Welcome to the Perry Noble Leadership Podcast. I've got to say, Cole, I'm excited about this episode because sometimes churches do stuff and it looks like, oh my gosh, you guys are such geniuses. When behind the scenes, like I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this, everything that I've done that's ever been super successful, I accidentally did it. Like I intentionally screwed some stuff up, but like anytime we've done something that's been over the top successful, it's like, yeah, we didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
It's been crazy. And you've kind of seen that. You've been a part of that a little bit.
Yeah, just sometimes it feels like we just stumble into these amazing experiences.
Well, so saying all that to say this, last year, we refer to this now as Hoodie Sunday. And it sounds a little bit ghetto, doesn't it? Hoodie Sunday?
Yeah.
But this is what happened. So I love to do strategic giveaways for the church. Now, I know different people have different opinions on that. Like some people are like, oh, the gospel should be enough. Well, if the gospel was enough, then why did Jesus do miracles? Why did he feed 5,000? Mm-hmm. Why did he walk on water? Why didn't he just raise from the dead by himself and not include other people?
Yep.
He gives grace, he gives mercy, he gives hope, he gives peace, he gives freedom. So I believe that the church, it's okay, all I'm saying. So like, and it doesn't have to be anything big. It can be like a keychain or
to do something strategic.
Yeah, do something strategic. So we always do I Love My Church Sunday. And on I Love My Church Sunday, we give away a free t-shirt that says I love my church. And we just keep doing it in different colors. And it's people drive for 300-400 miles to get one of those t-shirts.
People make quilts and stuff out of them.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's
well,
nuts.
we also put the babies in onesies, and that's
cute.
That's a big deal. I'm telling you, we'll do a whole episode on I Love My Church Sunday because it works.
I'm telling you, that's a great tip just from you. Buy the babies at your church onesies. It will do wonders.
Like
for
branded
you.
onesies for
Yes.
Absolutely. But they got to be comfortable. That's another thing. So I think strategic giveaways work really good. And number two, I like trying to find a win on what I call the off Sundays. So off Sundays in church world, if you're looking at your calendar, you got about 3 or 4 Sundays that unless you do something intentional, attendance is going to suck. Mm-hmm. Those are Memorial Day. That attendance is just going to be down. This past year we did baptism on Memorial Day and saw a win.
Yeah, that helped.
Father's Day.
Father's Day is bad.
Father's Day was one of the lowest attended church days in America. Mother's Day is top 3.
Yep.
Father's Day, and in the list of holidays, I saw a list of holidays. Father's Day was like 18. Arbor Day was 17. Like what the freak is Arbor Day?
Like in terms of importance?
Yeah, I had to Google it. So anyway. And then the Sunday after Thanksgiving, the Sunday after Thanksgiving attendance is always dismal. So a couple years ago, I was like, what can we do? Like, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Now, 2 years ago, we did something and it worked kind of good, but we still had all the, Fauci out there saying, wear 2 masks and get your 17th shot. I can't do a good Fauci imitation, but anyway, so we were all double masked and 17 boosters, and so it was okay. But last year, we said, you know what? We're going to give away a hoodie. It was a gray hoodie with black writing on it that said Second Chance Church. It
wasn't like it was cool. It was nothing.
It was
luxury.
It was not. It was a simple,
normal hoodie.
Now, one of the things about giving away hoodies and t-shirts is go ahead and pay the extra money to get the comfortable ones. Because if you get the t-shirts that feel like sandpaper and make people's nipples bleed, then they're not going to wear them.
Hey, this is really important, actually.
Yeah.
Like, don't get stuff people won't wear.
Yeah, 100%.
It's really important.
Yeah,
it sounds small, but it's important.
It's very important. So we said we're going, and we told people these hoodies are these hoodies are comfortable. In fact, I think a week out, I wore one on stage, and I was like, "You get one of these for free if you now you got to show up." And we tell people, you have to show up. You have to be in the room. You cannot get one for your cousin. You cannot get one for your friend. If your husband isn't here this week, it sucks to be him. You can't get one for your husband. You gotta like one per person.
And no amount of communication has ever. I get about 100 messages after weekends like this.
People always think they're the
will
exception.
you ship them to me?
Yeah.
I'll buy it for $100.
If you sponsor the Perry Noble Leadership Podcast, we'll send you a hoodie.
I like that.
There you go. But anyway, so last year, and you remember this, we were like, hey, we got these simple gray hoodies, second chance, emblem on the sleeve, established 2017, right? And so that Sunday morning, I walk out. Now, at the time, our 10-week average for our 9:15 service in this building was 450 people. And we were just growing, and I walked out at that service, and we had 927 people.
Y'all, it was crazy.
I was like, am I dreaming? Why are these people here? I said, we're giving away a hoodie. I didn't say we're giving it's a hoodie. Like it's a boring hoodie. But these people were everywhere. So
People drove their RV and camped in the parking lot.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And so for me, I'm thinking, this is what I thought. Okay, this was good. Everybody wanted to come to the first service to get a hoodie. The second service will probably be down. It'll probably be low. Nobody's probably going to come because everybody came to that service. Well, second service, our 10-week average was 598. That particular Sunday, we had 1,074 people. Needless to say, we ran out of hoodies. We
overflowed the overflow. We set up chairs in the lobby. People got saved in the lobby. It was
insane. But it was one of those things that it was record attendance for us. In fact, we had more people on Hoodie Sunday than we did for our Christmas services.
Yeah.
It was but I'm not mad about it. Some people are like, "Oh, so you got more people that want a hoodie than want to come celebrate the birth of Jesus." Yes.
Yeah,
we did. We're reaching people far from God. They don't understand the significance of Christmas yet. I'm fine with that. One of these days, maybe they'll get godly enough to come to your church. But for our church, they show up for giveaways, and I'm fine with it.
And we're going to keep doing it.
So we had three major takeaways from that. I mean, there were probably more, but there were three major takeaways from the accidental record growth Hoodie Sunday.
Yeah. Number one is keep it positive.
Oh my gosh. So the natural thing to do would have been to freak out about the fact that we ran out of hoodies.
We kind of did, but
behind the scenes.
Yeah. Privately.
Listen, for a leader, it's okay to freak out privately, but publicly, you bet make it win in the moment. Make it win. Because people will follow. Like if you freak out, everybody else is going to freak out.
Yep.
If you smile and say that, and one of the sayings we have around here, and this isn't original to me, I don't know who I said it, I heard say it, but like I ripped it off. There's nothing wrong on Sunday that we can't fix on Monday. So let's just make it happen and keep rolling. But we stayed positive and we focused on the number of people that came to church. That was a major win. Mm-hmm. So you can't get all bogged down in, oh my gosh, we're out of hoodies and somebody probably had a negative experience or not. No. Celebrate the win that so many people, and as we got up and we're telling people we ran out of hoodies and we're celebrating, people were actually clapping and cheering, and they were excited because they will follow the tone that the leadership sets in the moment.
Yeah, I mean, you did just a great job of leading us through those moments and explaining the why, the what, all that stuff, and so I love it.
Yep.
Number two, figure it out.
So the second thing we did is I leaned into the people on the ground to come up with a plan.
We had about 15 minutes.
We did this in 15 minutes. So what we decided to do is if you didn't get a hoodie, which some people, like, we obviously thought we over-ordered and we didn't. And man, we missed those sizes. That's a whole nother podcast. But I said, hey, we need a plan. And couple people developed it, got back to me and said, listen, this is what we're going to do. If somebody doesn't get a hoodie, we're going to take their name, cell phone number, and email address down, and then we would hold it for them for the next month. So if they came back to church anytime within the next month, we would give them their hoodie. But if they lived more than like 20, 25 miles away, we mailed it to them. Was that the best plan? Looking back, I think it was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
But it was the best plan at the time. And what was crazy about that, if you remember this, that because of supply chain issues, and that's not a joke, this is what we were told, we couldn't get any more gray hoodies. So we had to get black ones with white writing on it. Then we got the people with the gray ones wanting to know, could they trade?
Why did they get the black ones?
They knew. And our response was to most people, it's a free hoodie. Shut up.
Yeah.
See if somebody will trade you. See if somebody will trade out. Y'all can switch up. Y'all can switch out. But anyway, it was a great plan because we let people on the ground who were going to have to actually do the work figure it out and come up with a plan, and it was so good.
And then number 3, the follow through.
Yep. I think we worked just as hard the week after as we did the week before, making sure that we had the hoodies here the following Sunday, and people did show back up to get their hoodie, especially when they saw that they were going to get something different in their minds, even better than the hoodie before, right?
Yeah.
And then we made sure that if we told people we're going to mail them the hoodie, they got them in the mail within the next 10 days.
Yep.
Because we had people literally drive from Florida, Georgia. I think there were some people from Alabama, Tennessee, Ohio, just to come in and get a hoodie. So I'm like, yeah, we'll pay the shipping. We'll mail them the hoodie.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, my final thing I want to say about this is when you have an event like this, like you do a special Sunday and you know you're going to have a record number of people, it's an incredible opportunity to tell people why they should come back the next week. So, for example, when we do Hoodie Sunday, the last Sunday in November, we will tell people about our Christmas services and why they should, because you have a captive audience. You can advertise whatever you want to advertise. So thank them for coming, but make sure to let them know why they should come back. Some people might just come for the hoodie. That's 100% a possibility. But number one, I've always seen people stick when we do events like this. And number two, if they come to your church just for the hoodie, they take the hoodie home, they don't come back for 3, 4, 5, 6 months a year. When their life falls apart or hits a wall, and it will, they're coming back to your church because they're going to remember
the free hoodie.
You gave them. You essentially invested in them without asking anything in return.
Yeah,
that's a big deal. That's a big deal. So that was
ultimately, I think we grew from that.
We absolutely grew.
Yeah.
We grew by, if I'm doing the numbers in my head, within 2 months we were running 20 to 30% more people than we were before that Sunday.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
At the end of the day, and it's just and we're seeing more and more people show up, more people give their lives to Christ, and at the end of the day, I call that a win.
Yeah. So give away a hoodie.
Give away a hoodie. Make sure it's comfortable. Promote it ahead of time, and have a game plan when you run out, because it'll be awesome.
Yep.
Thank you so much for listening to the Perry Noble Leadership Podcast, where we can promise you it will never be boring. You'll always have a great time.
Peace.